Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and we're doing UFC Picks 3. Fucking Dolidze versus Imavov. Aye, that one. Anyway, we're gonna get fucking through it, go through the first fight all the way to the last. I'm gonna tell you who the fuck I think is gonna win, and that's about it. Smashing. Alright guys, so the first fight we have on the card is Thomas Peterson. He's taking on Jamal Pogues. And I've taken Jamal Pogues by unanimous decision. I just feel he's the bigger heavyweight, which can presumably bode well half the time. And he's not been finished in 4 years. Plus, this is Thomas Peterson's debut, and I just don't think he's going to win. I think it'll be Pogues by decision. I've put unanimous, but it could be split. So, aye. But Pogues is going to win. Alright guys, so the next fight we have is Markel Medeiros, and he'll be fighting Landon Quinones. Aye, Cunios. Aye, the fucking, yep, that shit. I've taken, oh Jesus Christ, I've taken Markel Medeiros due to the fact that Landon probably shouldn't be in the UFC. He lost an Ultimate Fighter and they fucking let him in anyway, so I'm going to take Big Markel Medeiros, and I'm going to see if he can do it by round 2 KO. I'm actually going to shoot myself for these next names I need to pronounce. So we have Lana Carolona versus Julia Stoliarenko, I think. Aye. Anyway, if you don't know who these people are, Carolina is the one that got knocked the fuck out by Molly McCann via spinning elbow. Like, she got blasted into fucking next week. And Julia is the one that submitted her via armbar. So I'm taking, that was the last fight Molly McCann had, yet she's higher up the fucking card, which is a fucking shambles, let's be honest. But I'm taking Juliana Stoliarenko. She's got better ground game for sure. However, I don't think her stand-up is going to be anywhere near Carolina's. So I'll just say Stoliarenko by round 1 submission. Fuck it. Alright, so the next fight we have, guys, is Lee Jung-young versus Blake Bilder. Yeah, Bilder. I've put Lee for unanimous decision. I don't really fucking know, if I'm being honest. Haven't seen either of these guys fight. The records are a bit meh, like so I'm going to just put Big Lee because his name's the Korean Tiger. So, aye, Big fucking Lee will get it done. Alright guys, so the next one we have here is actually quite goofy. We've got Pete Rodriguez, and he'll be taking on Themba Gorimbo from Mozambique or Zambia, or where the fuck he's from. This is quite a goofy one because looking at Pete's record, it's only 5-1. However, he does have a fair amateur record, which people may or may not know about. So they might, just look at records and pick Themba. I mean, I've chosen Themba because, one, Pete hasn't fought in 2 years, and his last notable win was Mike Jackson, which is fuck all because he recently lost a 2-round fight to Pat Miletich, and his last loss was against fucking Jack Della Maddalena. Aye, Jack Della Maddalena. Yeah, that one. So based on that, and because he's been off, I need to give it Themba Gorimbo by decision. Themba doesn't really like winning by anything else, so he likes decisions. So I'm going to say Big Themba by unanimous decision. Alright guys, the next fight we have here is Azat Maxim. Not the magazine, no. Azat Maxim versus Charles Johnson, and I think this is I know Charles Johnson is on a 3-fight losing streak and he is fighting for his job. However, I have to give it to Azat. I don't think Johnson's going to weather the storm, shall I say. I think Azat's just going to fucking, give him a bit of the old fucking, I don't know, arm triangle or some shit. So Yeah, I'm going to say Azat by round 1 submission, because, yeah. Alright guys, the next fight we have is Molly McCann. Again, she should not be this high up the card, I'm going to be honest. Versus Diana Belbita. Fucking Velveeta. I've put Diana Belbita by unanimous decision. If you don't know, this is a rematch. I think Diana will edge it this time. She's fought a wee bit more recently than Molly McCann, and of course Molly McCann lost very quick. It was a fast fight, so I don't know what she's going to do to improve on that. We'll need to just wait and see. Last time Diana lost as well, she did lose a point for grabbing the cage, so if she can avoid that, I reckon she can probably pick up a decision. So yeah, Diana by decision. Alright guys, the next fight we have here is Gilbert Urbina versus Charles Radke. Now I just want to point out as well, Radke spelled R-A-D-T-K-E. It's his fucking, I'm assuming that's how you say it, but that's a goofy ass name. Saying that, I've taken Charles Radke to finish this fight in round 2 by TKO. Mainly on the goofy basis of Charles was on the Ultimate Fighter 29. If you don't know, that was won by Brian Battle, who beat Treshawn Gore in the final. Even though that fight took forever to fucking happen. However, and then after that, you know, Charles got a shot and let into the UFC anyway, even though he fucking lost on the Ultimate Fighter. He won once, but then still lost to Treshawn Gore, the runner-up, but still got to fight the winner, which was Brian Battle. Yeah, I fucking love the UFC. So I'm going to take Charles Radke. I've taken him by KO. I don't fucking know, to be honest. I've only seen him fight a couple times, so yeah, but that's what I'm taking. Alright guys, the next fight is Mahmoud Muradov, fucking yep, versus Alishagab Kirzaev. Aye, that end. Fuck me, what the fuck. I've taken Mahmoud Muradov due to the fact that his opponent has been, despite having, you know, a 14-0 record, he's undefeated, he has also been off for 2 years, and I think that plays a ginormous part. Especially with like ring rust and shit. That it really, you know, you see it. He might start slower than a motherfucker, but then at the same time, I've also put in my notes here that he's Russian, and yeah, he might get it because he's Russian. He might win because he's Russian. But I put Muradov by TKO. Yeah. So, and his last win was against Brian Barberena, so that's not a terrible win, to be fair. Alright guys, the next fight we have is Vivian Arroyo, and she'll be taking on Natalia Silva. So if I'm being honest, it seems a bit cut and dry that Natalia Silva's going to take this. But you need to give big up props to fucking Big Arroyo, because she's been in the UFC since 2019 and has had like fucking like 10 fights, which is quite decent. You know, a lot of the time it's fucking spaced out with people, but she just keeps fucking fighting. To be fair, she got a notable win against Roxanne Modafferi and most recently Jennifer Maia. However, I think Natalia Silva is just gonna fucking come in and be like, I'm 11 years younger and I'm gonna fuck you up something senseless. Mainly saying that, Natalia Silva hasn't lost in 6 years. Yeah, so it's Natalia Silva by, I'm gonna just say fucking tail. Yeah, fuck it. Alright guys, the next fight we have is Muslim Salikov, and he'll be taking on the Jamaican sensation and Randy Brown. And in my notes, I just said I'm taking Muslim Salikov, and fuck knows why. Because it's a really hard, to me anyway, it's a hard pick. Because most recently Salikov lost to Nicholas Dalby. However, Nicholas Dalby's on a fucking tear now. Like, he is on form. And the same can be said for Randy Brown, despite having, I know his most recent loss was against Jack Della Maddalena Nanela, who we fucking spoke about earlier. So it's a toss-up. really is a toss-up. But I think the King of Kung Fu, Muslim Salikov, takes it. Plus, I really like his style. His style is fucking class. But again, I don't know. It's a hard one to pick, and I can go either way. But it's a soft pick on Muslim Salikov. Alright guys, the next fight is the co-main event, and that is Drew Dober, and he will be taking on Renato Moicano. Now, these two guys are two guys who haven't had those wins they need to propel them up. It seems like when Drew Dober's just getting started, he's getting set back again. Like, he goes and fucking absolutely blasts Bobby Green right in the face, and then, you know, gets a slight setback, and that's him back to fucking square one again. You know, because then, you know, he beats Bobby Green, gets TKO'd by Matt Frivola, then goes and beats Ricky Glenn. So it's fucking, you know, it's crazy. But don't get me wrong, Drew Dober, always an exciting fighter, but at the same time, it's like, you know, are you ever going to get over that hurdle despite your fucking wealth of fucking experience? But in this case, I've taken Drew Dober to beat Renato Moicano. Again, Moicano only lost to guys like Chang Young-sung, Jose Aldo, Rafael Fasayev, RDA, Brian Ortega, you know, and he has a notable win against Cub Swanson, Calvin Cater, you know, all these fuckers, Ali Hernandez and Brad Liddell. However, he hasn't fought in a minute. You know what I'm saying? It's been over a year since he last fought. I want to say he fought 2022, and that also kind of hints at my decision to take Drew Dober, and I think he's going to do it by KO. Don't know what fucking round, but yeah, Drew Dober KO at fucking some point. Alright guys, and we go to the main event, which the card is named after, is Roman Dolidze, and he'll be taking on some cunt called, even though he's fucking French, Nasruddin Imavov. Yes, Imavov, something like that, some shit. And yes, he's French apparently. This fight, gonna be honest, I had no fucking idea. Because in my notes it's just, fuck knows, take Roman Dolidze. I think because I've seen more footage of Dolidze than I have Imavov, even though Dolidze lost his last fight to, I want to say Marvin Vettori. But I've just said fuck it, who knows, and just kind of gave it to Dolidze. I hope it's a KO, but you know, who knows. Anyway guys, that's my picks for that fucking card. I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, hopefully I'm right this week, because last week I wasn't.